Good morning, friends. It is absolutely beautiful here. It's going to be like almost 50 degrees today. So it's another great day to go out and harvest some logs before the real snow hits, because as we know, it is coming and we're living on borrowed time right now. I just got the tractor all fueled up and got the dump trailer ready to be loaded. If you didn't know, powder coat is extremely slippery when it's wet. So what I found was taking a squeegee and scraping everything out, and if it's still cold, I can use a propane weed burner to heat the surface and dry it. It was very sketchy loading the tractor the other day. So I've been logging the last 2 days. I got 5 loads out of the nearby property where I'm at. So my parents came yesterday and helped me. We got 3 loads, which I'm very surprised, but I'll show you kind of what I got stacked up. I'm running out of space here to stack logs, but that is a very good problem to have. Look at that. So this is probably the biggest pile here. Now all this stuff's cut pretty much 9 feet 4 inches because I get 7 16-inch rounds perfectly without waste. There are some 8-footers in there. There's some 4-footers, but most everything is 9 feet 4. It stacks, you know, somewhat nice. So I got 3 really big piles of logs ready to be processed. And then over here I got some pine. I can use that for some campfire bundles, and got some totes started there. Got some cages to be filled. So I got some exciting news. I had a phone call yesterday, the day before, and this morning with Rugged Made. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Rugged Made because there's only so many good splitters out there. Rugged Made is one of them, and I am getting rid of the Husky and going back to the Rugged Made because that's what I had before. The 37-ton Type 2 splitter with the log lift, the 4-way, the 6-way. I've got a tremendous amount of logs here to process, and that Husky just, it's not meant for it. I bought that to buy myself a little bit of time while I tried to figure out what I wanted to get when I was shopping for a splitter again. Being that I have so much wood on hand, the issue is now going to be, where do I stack it? And so that's kind of my wood yard right there, where I come in with the dump trailer, dump it, stack it. I will most likely process it there. And just in the back field, I have another section. And this is probably where I'm going to stack the wood. I'll give you a shot of that. Now this is a pretty wide open area. I'm most likely going to be taking down that tree. And this is just all my leaves and compost stuff. Churns and makes nice dirt for me because I got mostly sand here. So most likely the compost pile is going to have to move somewhere, and then this whole area will be for stacking, but I have to do it in a way that makes sense. So I got to be able to get the trailer in here and stack it, but then be able to get the oldest stuff first when I go to sell it when it's ready. So I got to do some thinking on that, but progress is made. You know, winter's coming, so we got the logs. I can process as the weather allows and as time allows. Most likely I won't be able to get back in the woods once we get a couple feet of snow, and that's okay. I've got, you know, a healthy amount to process, so I might try to get another hand to help and get it drying so I can sell it next year. And on that, about selling it, I actually officially started my firewood business this morning again. So it will be First Choice Firewood here in Muskegon, Michigan. So nothing to sell this year, but I've got plenty for the following year if it's dry. And I have a moisture meter. If it's not dry, I'm not going to sell it unless you want green wood to season. But that's kind of the reason I'm selling firewood, because I can't find honest people selling it that'll sell dry wood that's cut properly, split properly. So it's just easier to do it myself, and I'm gonna make sure people get what they pay for. You know, if you sell people green wood, they're gonna burn it regardless, because they're buying wood to burn. So we're gonna do it right and make sure people get a good product, and hopefully things build from there. So I'm gonna go cut another load, I think, and on to the next. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and touring the wood yard, and I will see you on the next one.